With the economic downturn, with the hurricane that we saw, the hurricane threats that we saw in the southeast region.
When times are tough and we need to look to reduce the overall spend.
Even in a tough economy, you know, you'd have to ask Michael Dell this, but I think that Dell still has a mission to be the world's largest computer manufacturer.
I'm afraid that the tendency in any industry in a recession like we're experiencing now is to start pulling back.
That resulted in a 34% increase in future bookings.
We saw about a 3,000% return on investment for the campaign.
Direct mail for us is pretty much the linchpin for us. It's the indicator of how our business will be.
Most would agree these are harsh and difficult times. Yet it's not a stretch to consider they might be the best of times, or at least much better if we make good choices. It's our pleasure to bring you this DVD case study presentation that we hope will inspire some new marketing thinking to help your company not only survive, but actually thrive in this difficult economy. Now more than ever, marketing departments must produce cost-effective sales results. The pressure to engage the right customers with a relevant and impactful message has never been greater. With fewer marketing dollars to invest, most of us are struggling to find marketing formulas that will produce new customers and keep the loyalty of those customers we already have. This is the dark reality that confronts and challenges our marketing world. But for some, times are not so gloomy. We've done our research and are happy to report that there are businesses out there that are cracking the code to break through marketing in a down economy. On this DVD, you will hear from peer managers within some of America's top companies about how they are achieving superior business results with fewer marketing dollars. Learn how these individuals are employing inventive ways of positioning offers, configuring media, and executing campaigns. What struck us most in filming their stories was the candor of these professionals. Their willingness to reveal in detail strategy and results is a testament to their belief that we will make it through to better economic times by helping one another. This program is broken down into a series of case studies that you will find in a menu after the introduction. Each story is edited to run between 3 and 4 minutes. We must confess, editing wasn't easy. Our guest stories were so rich, it was a challenge to keep them under 4 minutes. That's why we decided to place additional footage from each case study on our Deliver magazine website, should you want to learn more about any of our stories. Let us leave you with one piece of advice before we begin. Try not to blink. You might miss something important. That's how packed these case studies are. The best of times begin for you right now. Wild Dunes, a luxury beachfront all-inclusive resort located in Charleston, South Carolina, recently launched a new facility and needed to get the word out. Luxury property, bad economy, tough challenge. Andressa Chapman, Marketing Communications Manager for Wild Dunes, describes a direct marketing campaign she implemented that yielded astounding results. With Andressa, David Rawle of Charleston-based Rawle Murdy Advertising Agency will give his thoughts on why this was such an effective campaign.
The last 12 to 18 months have brought challenges for us. With the economic downturn, with the hurricane that we saw, the hurricane threats that we saw in the southeast region and around the Texas area last fall, we've really seen the booking window shorten, so lead times on vacations shorten. We've seen vacations get more compact. We had a challenge specifically in September when people in our key feeder markets couldn't get gas. So, and we're traditionally a drive market. We found ourselves in a situation where we were behind pace. Not only that, but we were opening a brand new product that was 135 luxury guest rooms and suites. So the offer really had to do two things. It had to not only generate room nights and drive more room nights and reservations for us, but it also had to announce the opening of this brand new product. And it was challenging because we had to do it in a way to say we have this brand new luxury product at the resort and we're doing it in tandem with a discount You know, so it's, from a branding perspective, it was very tricky. We knew that we had this one chance to get this offer out, and we knew that we had to blow it out of the water. So to that end, we did cut back on traditional print media more and went more with direct mail, email, and a lot of online channels.
The way we did the Stay More, Save More campaign was in 3 waves. And after each wave, we refined not only whom we were communicating with, but what we were saying to them, so that there was continuous improvement in the process. And that's really one of the greatest attributes of direct mail. You can continuously improve and get better results at each time.
If a guest received a postcard and they didn't book off of the postcard and they didn't give us their email address, then they would get a second postcard. If they received the first postcard and went to the landing page and gave us their email address, they got a follow-up email. We knew that we needed to do both online and offline pieces to the campaign. And with direct mail, for the first time ever, we actually integrated our direct mail effort with our email marketing effort through a direct response campaign.
I think the most important thing about this piece is that it's personalized. So, you know, nobody likes anything better than seeing their own name. So right away you've got the recipient's attention. Hurry, Melba. And then she sees these pictures of people and says, gee, that looks interesting. Those look like people I'd like to be around. And it talks about our endless summer not lasting forever. And then you turn it over and you find out the incredible opportunities that you can get by staying at Wild Dunes. And all we're asking her to do is go to her personal website.
We measured every way possible. Because at the end of the day, I think now more than ever, you have your bosses coming back to you saying, what are we doing? How are we spending the money? What are we doing to drive revenue, and how much is it costing us?
Direct mail and direct marketing had a very major part to play in it. And as such, it was very measurable. And for every dollar spent on that campaign, $29 came back in terms of revenue for Wild Dunes. That's a tremendous return on investment. And I think direct mail had a great deal to do with that, because it was personalized, it was focused, it caused people to take an action, to find out more, to go to the website, and that resulted in a 34% increase in future bookings.
The Stay More, Save More campaign was incredibly successful for us. We saw about a 3,000% return on investment for the campaign, which is incredible. It comprised direct mail, email, website, working with travel agents. We utilized direct sales. We utilized every channel that we had available to us. We saw length of stay increases of 10% over prior year. We saw online revenues increase by 40%. We saw call-in revenues increase by 20%.
During a difficult time, people look for what's comfortable. After 9/11, sales of flannel pajamas went up. Sales of dogs went up. People want to feel comfortable. They want to feel coddled. So direct mail is a great way to communicate with people and give them some comfort and give them some confidence and strengthen your relationship with them. There's no question that we will use direct mail at least as much, if not more, in the next year or two.